magkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Mpbl na! Mpbl na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Mpbl na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Mpbl na! Mpbl na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao.
We are about to witness the very first game of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards for this season of Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. And of course, it's at their very own home court, the Nueva Ecija Coliseum here in Palayan City, Nueva Ecija. Marami nga tayong aabangan because Nueva Ecija, or the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, actually revamped in prep for this season. Is this going to be enough for them to regain that championship title? We're going to get a glimpse of that today, as it's going to be a very exciting night, as the Nueva Ecijanos are known to be one of the most vibrant crowds here in the Mpbl. So excitement ahead here in Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Mula sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao at sa iba't ibang sulok ng mundo, kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa inyong panonood ng Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Coming to you live from the home of the Mpbl's 4th season champions, the Nueva Ecija Coliseum. And as Gian Alianes mentioned, it is a full rebuild for the Nueva Ecijanos. They will debut a new coach in the 6th season of the Mpbl and a couple of familiar faces transferring from other teams, some as mainstays as well. They are expected to contend once again in our campaign. Tonight, they will begin their journey against Quezon City, Toda Action, here in Palayan City. Thank you so much for joining us, folks. This is Mix Gomez at your service, alongside Coach Mike Perez and Gian Alianes. Now, Coach Mike, let's talk about that coaching change for Nueva Ecija. Coach Don Dulay is now the head coach for the Nueva Ecijanos. He was our champion coach back in Season 3 with the Davao Occidental Tigers. What can you say about his arrival?
Well, first off, both Coach Gerson and Coach Don Dulay have been really good coaches here in the Mpbl. But when you look at Coach Don Dulay, it brings a different system altogether for the Nueva Ecija team. I mean, the little high-low action of Coach Gerson has been replaced with a new system, more ball and man movement, and we'll see how the adjustments would go on the player side.
Well, Don Dulay did also bring some of his core players. Robbie Celis is in here, JC Culyar, Billy Ray Robles, and Eman Calo as well. Later on, we'll continue to break down that lineup for the Rice Vanguards. But let's talk about the previous game of Quezon City Toda Action. So currently, they are undefeated here in the 6th season of the Mpbl. How impressed are you with them rebuilding as well?
Well, first off, it's really good result para dun sa dalawang game nila, and they got tested in the first game against Muntinlupa but really dominant in that second game win versus Imus. 5 players in double digit. Kenji Roman got 17. Chino Mosqueda, Edsel Magisa both coming off 11 points to begin that 20-3 scoring run to start the game. And in the first 5 minutes, which Imus never really recovered from, and Imus trailed by as much as 29 points. Now, looking at the stat, the one that's glaring here, 31 assists. I mean, that's 17 more than what Imus did, which really led to that 49% shooting and a lot more points in the paints, 18 more than that of Imus.
And see if they can duplicate that kind of good performance tonight here in Palayan City, Nueva Ecija. Now let's talk about our Season 4 champions, the Rice Vanguards. So last year they had targets on their backs. Eventually, Pampanga won the championship, but let's talk about that journey for the Nueva Ecijanos. They had a 23-5 record, second in the North Division. What else happened to them, Coach Mike?
Well, they defeated Pasay in the first round, went 2-0, but then again, that San Juan team was really too much to handle for Nueva Ecija as they fell 0-2 in that division semifinal game.
What a series that was. It's actually a good rivalry in the Mpbl, Nueva Ecija versus San Juan. But now let's take a look at that roster. I mentioned some of that core from Makati have transferred here to Nueva Ecija, mixing up with the likes of Michael Wico, Chris Biton, Wilmac Caloni, Byron Villarias. But you have more. Ryan Costello is in this lineup, among others. Vince Magbuhos as well.
That's right. And the people that I'm really very interested in the roster change of Nueva Ecija is Rob Celis, Billy Robles, and Eman Calud, including JC Colliar, who joined forces with the Wilmac Calonis of the original Nueva Ecija team from last season. So, paano ba magko-complement yung dalawang yon? Yan ang magandang malaman natin dito sa game na ito.
Well, at least that core 4 already is familiar with Coach Don Dulay and his system. Now, history can be achieved tonight by a certain player from Nueva Ecija, that is Robbie Celis, who is now with our courtside reporter, Gianna Llanes. Robbie Celis is just 5 points away from reaching 1,000 here in the Mpbl for his tally. Gianna, take it away.
Yes, to give us a few more insights, we have Rob Celis. Ang kupunan nyo ay isa sa pinaka-inaabangan sa season na ito ng MPBL dahil sa inyong revamp. So anong may expect namin sa inyo?
Siyempre, ganun pa rin. No? One game at a time lang kami. Yung sistema naman ni Coach Don is kailangan defense eh. So we're looking forward na sana makuha namin kung ano man yung pinagkatrabahuan namin. And yun.
Ikaw naman ay 5 points away from reaching 1,000 points dito sa MPBL. Ano ang kahalagahan ng achievement na ito para sa'yo?
Siyempre, masaya, no? Pero hindi yun ang goal ko. Ang goal ko is to win every game and makatulong sa team. Yun lang.
Bago kayo mag-umpisa, batiin mo naman lahat ng Nueva Ecijano na andito para suportahan kayo.
Sa lahat ng mga Nueva Ecijano na sumusuporta sa amin, maraming salamat. And kita-kits pa tayo sa mga games.
Once again, that was Rob Celis of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguard. Turning it over now to our Coliseum barker, Miguel Pere, for the start of the game.
You'll be catching another exciting ball game here at the Nueva Ecija Coliseum in Palayan City as we bring you tonight's main game between Quezon City and your Nueva Ecija. Live on the official Mpbl Facebook page, YouTube channel, MPTV Signal Channel 98, MPTV Channel 53 on satellite, and on Pilipinas Live app. The 2024 Buenas Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 6, presented by Extreme. Here are the starters. First, for the Quezon City Toda Action Party List. Starting at guard number 0, Mike Are. At forward number 8, Kenji Roman. At center number 88, Edsel Magisa. Also at guard number 2, Chino Mosqueda. And the other forward number 23, Rinwil Yambing. Head coach for the Quezon City Toda Action is Egay Macaraya. Assistant coaches Bong Ramos, Louis Bautista, Aileen Lebornio, and Ian Valdez. Team managers are Martin Go and JC Tan. Team owner is Honorable Joe Bentay. Team governor is Charles Kimpo. And now, Nueva Ecijanos, get on your feet, because it's time to meet the starting unit for your MPBL Season 4 champions, the Nueva Ecija. 'Rise Vanguard! Starting at guard number 24, JC Cuellar. At forward number 6, Gab Dagamon. Also at guard number 19, Eman Calo. Starting at center, number 14, Will Macaloni. And the other forward, number 8, Robbie Celis. Head coach for the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards is Don Dulay. Assistant coaches, Rob Wainwright, Matt Bacalintal, Arnold Oliveros, Rick Sison, and Derek Evangelista. Team manager is Raymond Dizon. Team owners are...
The starting fives of the game are brought to you by Buenas. It's Michael Ale, Chino Mosqueda, Edson Mag-isa, Kenji Roman, and William Bing for Quezon City. And for Nueva Ecija, we have JC Lucas Cuellar, Eman Calo, Will Macaloni, Robbie Celis, and Gab Dagangon. Thank you for joining us. This is Vix Gomez at your service alongside Coach Mike Perez and Gianna Llanes as we come to you live from the Nueva Ecija Coliseum all the way up in Palayan City. Eman Calo is now wearing a new uniform, but he still has the same head coach in Don Dulay. Jump ball, and the leather went straight to Coach Mike Perez, out of bounds. It was tapped by QC. So Nueva Ecija will inbound. Eman Calo will work with Lucas Cuellar. There's Edson Mag-isa. Good to have him back here in the Mpbl. His interior presence will be needed by QC in today's game against this strong and tall lineup of Nueva Ecija. Robbie Celis attacks. Kick out. Gab Dagangon. Back to Celis. 5 points away from 1,000. Celis spins. Double team. Tough pass. Out of bounds in favor of QC.
Maganda rin yung you mentioned about Will Macaloni going up against Edsel Mag-isa, both lefties, and battle of the bigs talaga yan, ang mga lefties sa ilalim.
We did talk about the Quezon Huskers winning the PSL playoffs. They went up against Nueva Ecija in the finals, which means the same argument can be made for these Rice Vanguards. Are they tired or not? Now, we are missing out some veterans for Nueva Ecija. Michael Wico is part of them. Kakachat niya lang sa atin. We want to say hi to him alongside Jonathan Oilon, Jay Collado, Chris Biton, and Byron Villarias, all resting out for the Rice Vanguards. As now they are on the run. Eman Calo to the right. Gab Dagangon, risky pass. Cuellar left wide open. That's short. Rebound Kenji Roman. Michael Are, almost a counter steal. Up top, Kenji. Pass inside. Mag-isa, lefty versus lefty. That's a foul.
And that's where it's going to be tested dito para sa kay Edsel Mag-isa against another big and really strong guy in Will Macaloni. And we made mention about 2-0 na ang record nitong Quezon City. I guess this is going to be a really good acid test of where they are in terms of this season. Do understand na hindi pa kompleto yung Nueva Ecija, but at least you can see how you measure up.
First free throw missed by Edsel Mag-isa. We do have to share our happiness for Quezon City, a team or a franchise that has been struggling for a couple of years now in the Mpbl. They do have a good roster. It seems like they will provide us with a promising season.
Yeah, especially with Chino Mosqueda right there, part of the guard rotation.
Robbie Celis scores inside. 997 points for him now in his Mpbl career.
That's the versatility that you get out of a Rob Celis. I don't recall of any other player that would be very controlled at the post, or almost a Kobe-like movement, except for Robbie Celis.
Well, Kobe is his idol. There's a reason why he wears the jersey number 8, and his son wears 24. Kenji Roman, also wearing the jersey number 8, scores inside.
Maganda dito kay Kenji, marunong gumamit ng lakas ng katawan right there, using that to leverage on that attempt.
And Kenji lost a lot of weight in the off-season. I asked him, how many pounds? He said, I don't even know anymore. Kenji Roman for 3. That's good.
Could hit you either way, inside and outside. He's got that range, and he just continues to build on the last performance for QC.
Kenji Roman had 3 3-pointers in their previous game, top scoring with 17 for Quezon City. Now they force a turnover.
And Rainwell is one of the, I guess, really good perimeter defenders. He's got length, he's very athletic too.
Now this 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme. One-stop shop appliances. Pick and pop also in signature fashion for Kenji Roman.
Pwede ring rumol, no? Not less pick and pop.
Roman on to Chino Mosqueda, who drives, fakes, and misses. Edson mag-isa, no putback.
Sorry, miss up close.
Robbie Celes on the run. Robbie Celes could not score. Rebound, William Bing. Here's Michael Are onto the trailer. Mag-isa, back to Mike, mid-range. That's short. Rebound, Galo. Almost 3 minutes gone by. Eman to Will. Macaloni drives. Another miss. It's not the smoothest of starts for Nueva Ecija.
Right. And right there, makita mo yung difference in terms of system. Ano? Right now, Will Macaloni instead electing to go inside. Normally, they try to go for a high-low with either Jay Collado or Mike Mabulak in there. But right now, if he's got the lane, he's going to claim it.
You did mention, with a new coach comes a new system. So you're expecting a lot of new movement for Will Macaloni and company.
Right. And I guess maganda dito, they're really complementary pieces both ways. Yung mga previous na Makati and original of Nueva Ecija.
Edson mag-isa is blocked. Will Macaloni throws that ball onto JC Colliar. That's a bump and a foul by Kenji Roman.
And kung ikaw ang point guard like JC Colliar, I'm sure you'll be happy. You'll have a Will Macaloni, you have a Collado and Oiluan who you can pass to aside from the original guys that you played with in Makati.
And vice versa. Ryan Costello told me that JC Colliar is the tone setter for them in their training sessions. He's the main, if not one of the main reasons why their practices are so intense. Here's Will Macaloni, offensive board. Colliar working with Rob Celis. Eman Calo leaning in, no basket. Rebound, Yambing. 5-2. Alex De Soyo in the game. Same goes for Jason Ballesteros. There's the pop. Kenji will fire again. That's way short.
But I love that post-up action between JC Colliar and Chino Mosqueda. JC not giving up anything on a much stronger, I guess, Chino Mosqueda down on the low block.
Back with Nueva Ecija, Lucas Colliar. On to Will Macaloni against Jason Ballesteros. That's a tough matchup. Good help by Kenji. And who's called for the foul? If it's Roman, that's his second. It is Kenji Roman.
Right. Well, good scouting there by Kenji Roman. He understood that, you know, going middle, Will Macaloni was already covered by Jason Ballesteros and anticipated that spin baseline.
Now let's go to our courtside reporter, Gianna Llanes.
Billy Robles, Byron Villarreal, Chris Biton, Michael Wico, and Jay Collado are just some of the Nueva Ecija Rice vanguards that will not be seeing action today. Ayon kay Coach Don, it's because he actually separated his lineup to two. A group to play in the PSL and a group of about 10 players that didn't play in the PSL and just focused on preparing for the Mpbl. As you guys mentioned, that group was coached by JC Colliar. In terms of Coach Don's mindset now, he said he is excited to finally have the first game because in his words, Nueva Ecija for me has always been that team you want to play for and that team you want to coach for. Back to you guys.
There you have it. It is a privilege to be a part of this organization, this franchise in the Mpbl. Big shout out, by the way, to the Cuevas family for making it happen. These Nueva Ecijanos have been entertained for years already in the Mpbl, as now they force a turnover.
And Coach Don Dula is very much capable in leading this team and, you know, to get the players to buy into his system. And again, the pieces that he has, we haven't even seen Ryan Costello, even Chris Biton, some of the names that was mentioned earlier.
But you know, for you to be able to divide your group into two and still be contenders or at least still offer strong lineups, that really is a testament to how deep they are. As Chino Mosqueda misses, but there's the cleanup by Jonas Tibayan.
And how about Rob Celis right there, trying to defend out in open floor against three white shirts.
7-4. Cullar, Celis Calo for three. In and out. Rebound, William Bing. Back with Chino. Also with finals experience. Playing for Zamboanga. That's a clear foul. Basket and one.
How crafty is that? Pretend you're going middle with the left hand, swings it over to the right, then you finish with the left.
And the left is the offhand.
Yeah.
For Chino Mosqueda.
Froze
What a layup.
froze that defense too, right?
You know, I wonder with the injury to Ichi Altamirano and get well soon, by the way.
Yeah,
to
get well
Ichi.
soon, Ichi.
I wonder if Mosqueda's offensive role has grown hugely for
Right.
QC. By the way, we saw some substitutions. MJ Ayaay and JB Bahio are in. Same goes for Kenneth Mocon. And now it's Jos Animes, who also has lost a good amount of weight, checking in for QC. But he did tell me 15 more pounds. That is the goal.
Sana all ganun kabilis mag-lose ng pound.
Well, if you're a basketball player and you run suicides every day, that will definitely help out. Here's Mocon. Good defense by Nimes. Cross-court pass. Cullar will fire. He's been working on that. Three-pointer for JC Cullar.
And no wonder Ryan Costello says, you know, practices are very intense and very competitive because of that guy right there. And if you're Ryan, alam mo, kailangan mag-prepare ka rin once you're inside.
Wala sang choice. Pero kundi may pagsabayan, inside a lot of action. Ballesteros getting into it with Macaloni, but that's great sportsmanship between Jason and Will.
Well, at least that compete still remains with the players of Nueva Ecija. See that really good skip pass, and JC understands that defense not gonna get to him. He makes that shot.
It has been a concern for him in his years playing basketball. Good for JC to have developed that three-pointer already. 10-7. And there you see some VIPs from Nueva Ecija. Of course, big shout out to the Cuevas family. Mayor Vian is there, Sir Bong as well, alongside some other passionate Novo Ecijanos in Palayan City. We would like to greet Veronica Perez a happy birthday as well. We hope that you are enjoying your Mpbl action. This is Mix Gomez with Coach Mike Perez and Gianna Llanes. Turnover for QC. Off of a timeout.
Yeah, unforced and all. Disoyo not able to get to that pass. Medyo wild din yung pasa, ang layo eh.
I'm sure coaches Edgar Macaraya and Bong Ramos weren't too happy about that. Might I say, it's good to see Coach Bong once again after a while. He was the coach of the Pampanga Dong Lanterns back in the day. Macaloni, drive and spin. Ooh, was that a charge? It was a travel.
Yeah, and Jason Ballesteros really trying to keep in step with him inside that paint actions. You see Coach Don Dulay right there. And Coach Don, I'm sure early in the season, much as they played already in the PSL, still trying to figure out some rotations, especially this season.
Well, now, nag-fusion na yung kanyang dalawang team.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a whole new challenge for Coach Don.
Correct. And the thing is, nagpalakas rin nga ibang team, katulad ng pinag-uusapan natin in the previous games.
For sure. QC in itself gave us one of the biggest jumps in terms of roster alteration in the offseason. Now Ayaay will work with JB Bahio. Mocon, back to JB. 13 on the shot clock. They swing to MJ. One more pass. Macaloni double team. MJ Ayaay. Back to Bahio. JC Cullar, another look. Off to the left, short as well. Macaloni with a good save, but they lose time. 24-second shot clock violation.
Yeah, and not much activity right there on the Nueva Ecija side. Little bit tentative, at least from our vantage point.
Ryan Costello has checked in. Same goes for John Paul Maguilano from Emilio Aguinaldo College. 10-7.
Ay, kaya naman nandyan na yan si Ryan Costello. So to bring some more firepower offensively for Nueva Ecija.
Last year, Costello was one of our selections in the Mpbl second team with his excellence playing for Pasig City. Bahia with a steal. Up ahead, MJ Ayay for 2.
Wow, MJ, bringing a lot of energy here for Nueva Ecija, leaking out in the open and finishing strong.
10-9. Alex De Soyo. Up top, Jason Ballesteros onto Josan Nimes. Josan against his former teammate in Costello. Nimes escapes. That's a miss. Maguilano got the board, and here comes JB Bahio. He's so used to running alongside the Lanterns last year. He's blocked. Good defense by Tibayan and Ballesteros.
Yeah, good help defense by Jason Ballesteros. I mean, you see a 7-footer running at you.
This fast break of the game is brought to you by New Star. Win to the max, JB Bahio. The forward pass onto MJ Ayay, who could have dunked that ball home. I'm not sure if you would call that a dunk or a layup. Either way, it's 2 points. 10-9, baseline inbound. Kenneth Mocon, catch and fire. Too strong. Good box by Kuya Bale. By the way, that's the nickname used by the Pasig City players last year for Jason Ballesteros.
Oh, okay.
Here's Payangare on the drive and kick. Josan Nimes. Nimes escapes. 2 points.
Right side cleared out for Josan Nimes, and you know, used to be a really good scorer and trying to get back in form here.
MJ Ayay. There's the help by Payangare. They swing to the right. Kenneth Mocon back to the wing. Costello. How about that switching defense? Or was it a zone for QC? They got the stop. Payangare. Onto Josan Nimes. A point guard back in his day. Against MJ Ayay. Screen by Jonas Tibayan. 12 on the shot clock. Nimes still has it. Off of the switch. There's the cross. To the right. Jonas Tibayan. 4 on the shot clock. Short on his 3.
Not really a good possession there for QC. Only 2 guys touching that ball. And you got to get better ball movement.
JB Bahio, mid-range. Yes, sir.
Laking bagay ng nilaro nito ni JB Bahio in that Pampanga run last year, man.
Sometimes he would play the 3.
Yeah.
Most times the 4, working alongside Balti Baltazar.
Lalo na yung series nila against San Juan. That was pretty huge for JB.
And the San Juan big men really had a hard time against the bigger, taller, heftier Pampanga Giant Lanterns. As now, Abdul Sawat will make his first appearance in this game. Baseline inbound for Josan Nimes, 11 on the shot clock. A minute and change before the end of 1. Nimes looking for a teammate. There's Jason Ballesteros. Now on to JP Kawilan. He doesn't get the bounce. Ryan Costello on the move. Costello against 2 players. He steps on the break. Wisely at that. And here's MJ Ayay bumping into Payangare. A 3-pointer. No conversion for Nueva Ecija.
Well, there's been a lot of runs back and forth, pero pag tinignan mo yung fast break points natin, 2 points pa lang. Yung kay Ayay pa lang yung nako-convert, ano?
Is that a testament to the defense that we have seen so far?
Yes, yes, definitely. So people coming back and defending in open.
Are swings to Sawat. Abdul is fouled. That's a hold by MJ Ayay. That's one way to make sure that Sawat wouldn't be able to attempt a shot anymore.
As you see this drive right here, got past the first line of defense, but Ayay was there really trying to hold on that drive.
And he quickly admitted to that foul. But the referees will have to review it. It might have been an unspo. It's 12-11 with 30 seconds remaining before the end of 1. This is our final game for your Mpbl Saturday following the victory of the Quezon Huskers and the Rizal Golden Coolers. We've seen good close games so far.
That's right. But this was pretty much low scoring, at least if this first quarter score is any indication. But both teams really not being able to convert on fast break because of the defense as they come back and try to stop a transition.
It is an unspoke on MJ Ayaay. Well, if you remember, he did hold on to Abdul Sawat with his left arm.
Right.
His right arm was the one going for the ball. Abdul Sawat is now at the stripe. The team captain last year for the UE Red Warriors.
Well, so far offensively, the one who's been pretty consistent for both teams has been Kenji Roman, who hit that jumper earlier and hit a 3 on that pick and pop action.
The problem is he has 2 fouls.
Yep.
Second free throw for Abdul Sawat. 1 out of 2. Sawat drastically improved his game as a leader for UE. He was actually a transferee from another college. Here we go. Paeng Are working with Josa Nimes. Back to Paeng. 8 on the shot clock. Paeng Are dancing with Kenneth Mocon. 3-pointer is good.
Yeah, he wanted that space for himself to claim. So clearing out everyone.
And remember, last year he rose as the star for Sarangani when Jeff Viernes left the program in the middle of the season. Kenneth Mocon, step back, tough shot, no conversion. Turn around, no buzzer beater for Nueva Ecija. Oh, there it is! What a cleanup by JB Bahio.
And really just not giving up on that play, despite the fact he was going up against the big guys of QC, especially Jason Ballesteros.
This guy is ever so hardworking. JB Bahio just owning his role from Pampanga to Nueva Ecija. Let's see if this will count. It's quite close. Ooh.
Almost.
Yeah, he was late.
Yeah.
Sayang. Good effort though. Okay, so after the first quarter, Kansas City is looking good. They're up 16-11. The end of the first quarter score is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the Mpbl, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. Happy ending na! Hashtag GameX Sports. There you see Commissioner Kenneth Durendes at the sideline. There's another Durendes here. And there he is, Mr. Andre Durendes, now a part of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. The best friend of Andre Flores, who is watching right now. Those two came from Quezon City. So this could have been a good chance for Mr. Andre Durendes to go up against his former squad. Andre himself played PBA 3x3 basketball with Terra Firma. Glad to have him back. Second quarter. Thank you for joining us. This is Mix Gomez with Coach Mike Perez and Gianna Llanes. A kick out. Kenneth Mocon will fire. Off to the left. Coach Mike, ang ating field goal shooting.
Well, field goal shooting, well, a little bit on the side of Quezon City, 35%, getting 2 more field goal makes over Nueva Ecija. But really, fast break points again, it goes back to that. A lot of back and forth, pero depensa ang nakakapigil para makascore sila.
16-11. Back with Nueva Ecija. Ayaay, couple of fakes. Bahio, mid-range, no bounce. Magilano, it's some good effort, but he could not get the board. Paeng Are calling out the play. There's Jason Ballesteros. Great pressure by Magilano. Ballesteros recovers. 11 on the shot clock. It's a corner 3-pointer, and that is good.
A good setup there for the corner 3. Little bit difficult to execute, but at least they were able to come out with the 3 right there.
That was JJ Jasalim from the UST program. Ooh, Ayaay crashes onto the crowd. Good sportsmanship by Chino Mosqueda to help out MJ. Or maybe Chino was just thinking about our GAB representatives.
Oh yeah, on that side.
Okay. Either way, kudos to you, Mr. Mosqueda. And now we have a substitution. Kenneth Mocon will check out. In comes another big man for Nueva Ecija. It's not Cosejo. So Cosejo last year, let me remember correctly, I think he played for Manila. Yeah, for a while. He played for Manila. Glad to have him back. JB Bahio, MJ Ayaay for 3. No good. Rebound, Jason Ballesteros. And that's a loose ball foul by JB.
Bibilib ka rin talaga dito kay JB. I guess kasama na yan dahil nakikipag-practice siya for the most part with Balti Baltasar. And so he's used to having a bigger guy to go up against. You know, he never gives up. A lot of the times he's bumabantay at nakikipaglabanan sa ilalim eh.
And that's just one of the athletic Pampanga Giant Lanterns. You can even argue the MJ Garcias, the Archie Concepcions would battle it out inside for those rebounds as Abdul Sawat scores.
Well, Sawat found that opening with a little underhand scoop basket.
Bounce pass, Ayaay hangs and misses. Here's Chino Mosqueda. QC is now up by 10. It's the biggest lead in this game. Paengare onto Chino Mosqueda. His three-pointer.
Oh, wow.
The bank is open on a Saturday at 9 p.m.
And Chino Mosqueda actually has a couple of 3s already across his name.
So let's check that. It's 2 3s already for, or make that 1 for Chino Mosqueda.
Just one, right.
Maybe you remember his last performance in their previous game. There you go. Chino will gladly take that. We have a timeout. Score reads 24-11. And there you see Mayor Vian Cuevas and Madam Ryan Cuevas watching at the sideline. Wow, Ma'am Ryan has some headphones on. I wonder if she's listening to Coach Mike Perez's analysis at the sideline while she's inside the Nueva Ecija Coliseum. This is Mix Gomez at your service. We also have Gianna Llanes as our courtside reporter for today. Nueva Ecija is down by 13. Gianna did mention they are missing out on a couple of veterans because of course, some rest needed as well. It's been a busy time for Coach Don Dulay as Abdul Sawat scores inside.
Well, Abdul Sawat making the most of the opportunities given on the floor.
Bahio swings. Magillano for 3. High looper. No basket. Not Cosejo. Wow. Well, he did see him. Last year, he was so athletic in the Mpbl. Will Macaloni will now return. There's Will. I did ask him, kamusta? Bagong itsura, Nueva Ecija. Sabi niya, okay lang naman. Kasi marami naman dito, nakalaro ko na dati. Nandito na rin sa Mpbl. So, kilala na rin sila as now we go back to our courtside reporter, Gianna Llanes.
Rebranding Team QC yun daw ang goal ng Quezon City Tod Action sa Mpbl season ito. Kaya ang lineup nila is a mix of collegiate players and veterans, with Coach Edgar always reminding his team that every spot on the team is important to provide them with that confidence. This is also Coach Edgar's first stint as head coach in the Mpbl, pero matagal na daw siyang nanonood ng liga na ito. So he knows what Nueva Ecija is capable of. With that in mind, standing on the sidelines, he's thinking one thing: please God, bless all our shots. Back to you guys.
Oh, I love that. At the end of the day, you go back to your faith in the Lord. Big shout out to Coach Edgar Macaraya. Let's see if that formula of youngsters and veterans will work for QC in this season. As you take a look at our field goal shooting, wow, 4 out of 25. That's 16% for the Rice Vanguards.
And so far, it's been answered prayers for Quezon City
yes.
right now. 41%, 10 of 24 from there. And, very unlikely that you see this shooting percentage across the name of Nueva Ecija. And, got to get in more firepower, I guess, habang nagpapahinga sila.
Second free throw for Abdul Sawat. This is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subo at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. I'd like to remind everybody that in the past 2 years, when we're covering inside the Nueva Ecija Coliseum, there's always that feeling that in the third quarter, the Rice Vanguards will have a run. Then again, do they have that same identity because this is a new team? Alam naman natin yung firepower na binibigay natin ni Coach Jerson Capiltes, and of course his core. Some of them transferred to Pangasinan as well. There's JJ Josalem, 27-13. Ryan Costello working with Magilano. Three-pointer, no good. Struggle continues. Cosejo with the offensive rebound.
Yeah, I guess he's 0 out of 3 from that area.
Macaloni, cross-court. Dagangon will drive. Got Dagangon, tough pass. Macaloni, did he walk? Yes, he did.
And Macaloni right now still can't catch a rhythm in this game as his team continues to trail down by 14.
We shall continue with Baeng Are. No, that's not Baeng. That's Iskuya, Michael Are. Now it's Kosari also transferring from Zarangani. Ray Bienes from Pasay. The pull-up and the make.
And the prayers continue to be answered for Quezon City. Samantalang Nueva Ecija could only show 2 points in their quarter so far after scoring 11. And we'll really try to get some more here for the Rice Vanguards.
Let's see if Will Macaloni will start to take over for Nueva Ecija as you take a look at this dribble and pull up for Ray Bienes. He's been a known shooter since his FPU days.
Maganda yung sinukat muna niya kung anong gagawin next ng depensa before he took that shot.
Macaloni, I was about to say he's one of our better free throw shooting big men in the Mpbl. Missed out on his first gimme. After all, we do have to give some allowance for these Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Combining two teams from the off-season in a quick manner should be very challenging for Coach Don Dulay. As Macaloni converts on his second try.
That's just si Will Macaloni. If you put him on the left block, mahirap rin talagang i-cover yan. Masalo na lefty siya. He could spin middle or go baseline side. And that's got really good, decent perimeter shots.
Missed by Yambing. Are with the board. Kosari up top. Ray Bienes, that's his shot. Too strong. Rebound, JC Cullar.
Well, how about that rebound by JC Cullar? Really going up high for that board.
Nice bounce. Celis, one more. Macaloni. Another traveling violation.
Ganda nung hockey pass na yun ni Rob Celis. And again, that's what you love about Rob. I mean, he measures what the defense does and reacts accordingly.
Would you say that he's a guard in a big man's body?
Yeah.
Same goes for Josan Nimes, by the way.
Correct.
29-14. Here's Josan working with Michael Are. Michael swings to Ray. Bienes pushing over Robbie Celis. 12 on the shot clock. Are will fire. In and out. Rebound Dagangon. And here's Lucas Cullar. Forward pass. Robbie Celis. There's the feed onto Dagangon. fadeaway shot. No conversion. Macaloni is unhappy. He was looking for a foul. 29-14. Michael Are, drive and kick. Yambing from the corner. Too strong. Rebound onto Nat Cosejo.
Nueva Ecija trying to go into a more productive set here. Don't want to come up with empty possessions.
Now there's a foul absorbed by Macaloni. You know, Macaloni should be one of the most fouled players in the history of the Mpbl. Ang maganda, mataas ang porsyento niya in the last couple of years. He's normally in the top 10.
At saka pinapwestohan rin kasi niya sa low block na kung saan maraming banggaan na nangyayari, lalo na pag yung double team dumarating, di ba?
Oh, unfortunately, it wasn't a shooting foul, so Will won't get some gimmies here. Baseline inbound. Gab Dagangon. One-hander, no good. That was a tough angle. And here comes William Bing. Pass to the left. Michael Are. Sorry, miss. He run to the other end. Lucas Cullar. The trailer is Robbie Celis. 2 free throws.
Sukat na sukat ni Rob Celis kung kailan siya atake. Right there, he knew he was going downhill with the defender reeling. Put that ball on the floor once and then went for that layup. Tsaka no choice ka, talagang babantayan mo siya pag ganun siya kalapit eh. Alam mong i-score eh.
Free throw shooting 5 out of 6. Make it 6 out of 7 for Nueva Ecija. Robbie is 2 points away from reaching 1,000. There's Jay Collado sitting alongside Andre Durendes.
Yun ang isa pang bagay na nami-miss nila dito sa game na to. A big pick and pop guy in Jay Collado. You know, normally would be that guy screening for the guard at the top, and if he gets that pass, doesn't have a shot, he can go high-low.
And Collado has had his clutch moments for Nueva Ecija in the last couple of years.
That's right.
Cullar onto Robbie Celis. Pass to Macaloni. Going left, Asper huge. 2 free throws. That was a scary fall. It doesn't seem to be the worst, but it was good sportsmanship by Yambing to tend to Will Macaloni.
It's the right leg that he's holding on to.
I wonder if he has to be subbed out after that sequence. Or does he need only some air? Couple of subs about to check in. Eman Calo, Kenneth Mocon, and Edson Magisa. Will Macaloni is okay, but he's not happy. There was a foul called. So he will go to the line. You know, I just remembered, Will Macaloni and Robbie Celis actually started in the All-Star game. In the front line of the North All-Stars.
Ah, yeah,
the last
season.
piece of the puzzle was Balti Baltazar.
Yeah. Ang lakas nga, na-recall.
Malaki talaga yung lineup na yun.
Malaki ng lineup na yun.
Although the South All-Stars still had a nice response in the second half, led by JC Marcelino and John Wilson. Macaloni continues to be challenged at the line. Let's see his numbers. He's 3 out of 5. Still not the worst. He shoots normally at 70%. Now he's at 66%. 4 points now in this game for Will Macaloni. Dennis, a risky pass, almost a turnover. And it is completed. Good defense by Calo, Celis, and Cullar. Those are actually the 3 Makati players available today for Coach Don Dulay. Wala lang si Billy Ray Robles. Well, actually, you can add Gab Dagangon to that mix. Although we did miss Gab Dagangon for most of last season because of an injury. Robbie Celis, 2 points away from 1,000. Kick out. Calo for 3. Short. Rebound Yambing.
Baba rin ang shooting percentage from 3. 1 out of 14 so far para sa Nueva Ecija.
On the other end, it's 4 out of 14 for QC. Almost a turnover. Risky pass. Nimes with 8 on the shot clock. Josan had to force that one up. And here comes Nueva Ecija. Eman Calo, Robbie Celis. There's the feed, almost intercepted. And it is going to be a counter turnover.
Iba rin talaga yung vision ni Rob Celis. Kaya namang puntusan na pero always looking to pass first before he gets his own meal.
I wonder if these Rice Vanguards are also adjusting to their new home court.
Could be kasi before hindi nila home court to when they play here, no?
Oo.
Visitors ang dating nila.
They're gonna have to get used to these horns. 29-16. Michael Are. That's Paeng Are. Sorry for again making a mistake. As Tibayan drives and misses. Jonas recovers. Tibayan is fouled.
Yung mga bigs ng QC more on the heft side, ano? Except for I guess Jason Ballesteros, but all of them can really come into contact and play physical inside.
Jonas Tibayan was supposed to be the second coming of Troy Malilin for the Rizal Golden Coolers. So now he finds a new home with Quezon City. Hindi naman sobrang layo mula sa Rizal. In and out on the second free throw. Rebound Celis. 30-16. Nueva Ecija. Can they convert? Robbie Celis for 1,000. Yes, sir. And we have to stop the action to award Robbie Celis the game ball.
And Rob Celis getting that 1,000 point here on the Mpbl, and he gets it with this drive right here, splitting the defense and usual Rob Celis fashion.
I did mention he's been patient before he gets his own meal. That time around, he deserved those 2 points, and he truly deserves the recognition. 1,000 points in the Mpbl career of Robbie Celis.
So what's impressive is that hindi niya hinahabol, no? He takes it as it comes, and since that situation came, really made that layup attempt.
And you know what excites me? Far in the future, there might be another Robbie Celis to also reach 1,000 points in the Mpbl. That's his son, who actually starred last year in the junior Mpbl. Big shout out to the Celis family.
Tsaka may mga similarities, no?
Meron.
The way they play, I mean, yung control. I mean,
although his son is currently a guard,
yeah,
and he's playing for National University. But now we focus on Nueva Ecija and Quezon City, 30-18. This is Paeng Are, the younger Are, against JC Gulliard. Good pressure by Lucas. Are, three-pointer. No good. Mpbl, forward pass, all alone is Robbie Celis. That's 2 points.
very graceful finish right there by Rob Celis. Right now he's got 7 points and he's leading all scorers in this game. He's followed by Chino with 6.
Abdul Sawat also has 6 points for Quezon City. 30-20, it's a charge. Good defense by Kenneth Mocon. Well, he's known for that. Mocon, by the way, was a part of the Davao Occidental Tigers team back in Season 3, coached by Don Dulay. As this fast week of the game is brought to you by New Star, Win to the Max. A lot of chemistry in the world between Mpbl and Robbie Celis. Alex Isoyo now checks in for Paeng Are. So Michael Are actually was the first guard here in Quezon City and he asked for help. Siyempre, sino pa bang i-request niya kundi ang kanyang kapatid.
Yeah.
Sinama na rin si Alex Isoyo, who also came from Sarangani alongside Paeng. Celis misses on the layup.
I guess you could say ito on Nueva Ecija kahit paano medyo may konting diin na offensively in this quarter.
I wonder if Robbie Celis will continue being more aggressive, searching for his own shot. Edsel mag-isa, passing the ball up. Yumbing for 3, that's short. Nueva Ecija looking to pile on. With some momentum, Macaloni attacks and misses.
Well, that's his usual shot. He just needs to find a way to make it.
Under 80 seconds before halftime. Jos Animes defended by Mocon. He needs a teammate. There's Alex Desoyo against Culyar. Desoyo back to Josan. 5 on the shot clock. The cross. Good double. Tibayan losing time. Napaganda pa. 2+1 for Quezon City.
Mpbl tried to help on that drive, but really came in late. Josan nowhere to go right here till this drive by Tibayan, and Mpbl hit him on the arm.
So it's 2 free throws for Jonas Tibayan. Check that, it's a bonus for him. He just missed it, 32-30. 56 seconds remaining before halftime. Lucas Culyar up top with Magilano. Swing to the left. Calo leans in, no basket. Offensive rebound. Kenneth Mocon, cross court. Magilano, almost a turnover. 9 on the shot clock. Robbie Celis face up against Jonas Tibayan. Celis, no foul, no basket. .34 seconds remaining. Abdul Sawat against Kenneth Mocon. Sawat, baseline drive, tough shot. Couldn't convert, put back, still no good for Mag-isa. He's all alone, but he's able to score. 34-20, 16 seconds remaining. What a low-scoring first half for Nueva Ecija.
Right.
Let's see if they can get one final basket. Lucas will pull up. Culyar misses. No foul on the rebound and the putback sequence. Yambing misses on the half-court shot. And that's it for the first 20 minutes. Quezon City looking for a big-time win on the road. They're up by 14.
Yeah, and very low scoring quarter here for Nueva Ecija. They only had 9 in the second quarter after going 11 in the first. And you know, you gotta find out better ways to score come the second half.
This halftime score is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the Mpbl, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. Happy ending na, #GameX Sports.
Kayo inunood pa rin po ng Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Halftime na po ng ating third and final game for the night. And it is between Nueva Ecija and Quezon City. The score is 34-20 in favor of Quezon City. Ako po si Gianna Llanes at para sa ating halftime interview, kakausapin naman natin po ang team governor ng Quezon City Todd Action na si Sir Robin Feliciano. And of course, the team owner of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, Boss Bong Cuevas. I'll start with you, Sir Robin. Alam ko ang goal nyo for this season is to really rebrand QC from the previous seasons. Paano nyo po ito inumpisahan through your lineup?
Siyempre, yung team natin sa pamamagitan ng mga coach natin, yung mga player inorganize at siyempre pinili yung mga quality players at nandun yung pagmamahal sa larong basketball. Yun yung sinimula ng team na Quezon City Todd Action Party List.
And it is a completely new team pero magandang pinapakita ng kupunan nyo so far. So ano yung ginawa nyo po para may team camaraderie na agad beginning of the season?
Importante yung pagsasama-sama nila, yung cooperation nandoon at yung teamwork. Talagang yun yung binigay ng mga coaches natin at mga training staff natin sa mga manlalaro natin sa Quezon City Todd Action Party List.
And right now your standing is actually 2-0. I'm sure there are so many people that are proud of your team. Why don't you say hello to them?
Unang-una, nagpapasalamat tayo sa Nueva Ecija sa pag-host ng game ngayong gabi. Nagpapasalamat rin tayo higit sa lahat sa mga katoda natin, yung mga tricycle drivers natin dito sa probinsya ng Nueva Ecija mula sa Quezon City Todd Action Party List. Muli, mag-enjoy lang tayo at magandang game po itong ating ginagawa ngayong gabi. Salamat po.
Maraming salamat once again. That was Sir Robin Feliciano, the team governor of the Quezon City Todd Action. Ngayon naman po kausapin natin ang team owner ng Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguard, si Boss Bong Cuevas. Boss Bong, marami po kayong new faces sa Nueva Ecija for this season. Paano niyo po sila welcome?
Actually, halos siguro 80% yan bago. And although nandiyan naman yung ibang mga players natin, kaya lang alam mo galing tayo doon sa series sa PSL. At medyo pagod yung ilang mga dating veterano nating players. So, kita mo naman right now, nag-a-adjust pa sila dahil yung score na yan, mukhang dati, ini-score lang namin yan, 1 quarter. Mukhang first half, 20 pala nagagawa namin. But makakahabol yung mga bata.
And I know that this is a very special night for you, not just because ito yung first game ng Nueva Ecija for this Mpbl season, pero this is your first home game as well. Paano po nakakatulong sa kupunan nyo when you're playing in front of the Nueva Ecijanos?
Actually, lahat itong team na ito, ang dedication nito, ang lahat ng laro nito ay actually dedicated sa Nueva Ecijano. So kung nandito sila, maganda lalo na sa mga bagong player natin na makita nila kung paano sila i-welcome ng ano. And I hope they reciprocate this by giving their best. Meron pa tayong 1 half para humabol. Hindi masyadong malayo yan. And I think they will.
And I know that the Nueva Ecijanos are very vocal, not just within the venue, pero online po. So pasalamatan nyo naman po lahat ng sumusuporta sa Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
Well, ang unang pasasalamatan ko, siyempre yung aking wife, si ex-mayor Ryan Cuevas, who is also my co-owner. And also, papasalamat rin ako dito sa aming Governor Romali at saka sila PA para sa binibigay na tulong at paggamit itong gym. And of course, sa lahat ng Nueva Ecijano dahil dedicated itong laban ito para sa inyo.
Maraming salamat once again. That was Boss Bong Cuevas and Sir Robin Feliciano. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Sila ko'y nagkakatsa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, ang bawat amay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Mpbl na! Mpbl na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Mpbl na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao.
Back inside the Nueva Ecija Coliseum in Palayan City is 34-20 in favor of Quezon City versus the home squad. It's a low-scoring game. Coach Mike, please break down the statistics.
Well, really very low scoring for both teams, lalo na for Nueva Ecija. That's just 6 field goals made out of 36 attempts for a 16%. Very unlike Nueva Ecija, but we hope for them to come back here in the third quarter. A lot of it really because of the struggles as well from 3, 1 out of 15 from that area. Inside points pretty much dominated by Quezon City. And more importantly, if it weren't for the fast break points of Nueva Ecija, this could have been a bigger even deficit for Nueva Ecija. They led that department 6-0.
Gianna did mention Coach Don Dulay had to divide his team into 2 in the offseason because of all of the changes in the roster, and with another league ongoing for them, they've only been together as one whole unit for 2 days. That in itself should give you an image as to how much adjustment has to be made for Robbie Celis and company. Even Robbie himself has struggled, even though he has scored 1,000 already in his Mpbl career. He did say that he's extra aggressive. May onting gigil nga raw, no, dahil sa kanyang pagbabalik dito sa Mpbl. Siyempre gusto niya aggressive siya ulit, na sobrahan nga lang. We are now about to begin the third quarter in Palayan City. Thank you for joining us. This is Mix Gomez alongside Coach Mike Perez and Gianna Llanes. Sawat will now inbound. He's working with Paeng Are, Edsel Mag-isa, Chino Mosqueda, and Kenji Roman. There's an early foul by Lucas Cullar.
That was quick.
Yeah, too much aggression by Lucas. By the way, if you're confused, JC is equal to Lucas. That's the same guy. I just grew up with this guy, and he's also known as Lucas from Italy.
Oh,
He started being called as JC in his CSB days and in the Mpbl. Chino Mosqueda against JB Bahio. And yes, that is how you pronounce the last name of Bahio, as Paeng Are was challenged. Ooh, no shot clock violation. There's a reset here for QC. Paeng Are will drive and score.
Paeng Are still able to find a way to score at that instance. Kahit na, nandun na yung depensa.
Ayaay will lean in and he scores off the glass.
One other guy that I really hope to see partner up with Ayaay is Bobby Balocanag, who's right now injured, I guess.
Is he still in the lineup?
I'm not
Yes,
sure.
he is. Yes, he is.
I think he is. And so shout out to Bobby Balocanag, feel better. And pinapabati rin niya yung anak niya, was it Alexa Zoe?
Good evening, Bobby. We miss you dearly. Bahio, kick out. Mock 1 for 3. No good. Great effort by Cosejo. There's a foul on the loose ball.
Itong si Cosejo at si Bahio are I guess the new blood bigs ng Nueva Ecija. If you look at it, I mean both are very actively pursuing rebounds, and hopefully pag-ayos na yung mixture nila, no, mas maganda yung chemistry.
Well, there have been conversations of 6 months as the timeline, generally speaking. And it takes that long in order to fully, familiarize yourself with a certain culture, a certain system. Mahaba-haba yun.
Yeah.
I'm sure Coach Don Dulay would want to fast-track it, development of his team, as Mag-isa lost his shorts. 2 points though for QC. Apparently it got pulled by a Rice Vanguard. Here's MJ Ayaay behind the back. Going to the right, Lucas Cullar, baseline drive. That's a foul by Paeng Are.
And JC Cullar tried to claim that baseline side on that quick closeout by Paeng. But he got fouled.
Baseline inbound, 38-24. Cullar looking for Ayaay. There's MJ. 12 on the shot clock. Almost a steal. It is completed. Good hands by Paeng Are.
Yan, tsaka daming deflection ng QC dito sa mga possessions ng Nueva Ecija.
Are saw an opening. Step back jumper. That's good.
He's really feeling it right now. He's got 7 points in this game. and really comfortably taking those shots, even against JC.
Before this game, I asked Jason Ballesteros, how impressed are you with your new younger guards? Because last year he's coming from Robbie Manalang and Ryan Costello, and he said, I love the fact that I feel that these guys have so much to prove. Dahil bata pa sila. So there's that extra hunger, you know, there's that extra energy. Not to degrade the contributions of Costello and Manalang, who are excellent in their own ways, as JC Colliar scores on the other end, but obviously, as young guns, last year pala pinapakita na sa atin yan ng magkapatid na Are, how hungry they are to excel in this league.
And I think yun ang importante. I mean, pag bata ka, you have that aspiration to be able to get to the next level and perform a better you.
Edsel Mag-isa performing as a better him, scoring 42-26 now. Over 3 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Lucas Cullar, cross court, Kenneth Mocon. Baseline drive, there's the feed, Cosejo, one more. Couple of more passes. Oh! And now there's a foul on the loose ball.
Meron lang talagang tiyempo si Bahio to get those rebounds. You know? I mean, but you love the ball movement in that situation. They really just couldn't make the ball go in.
Ryan Costello now checks in for Lucas Cullar. Now we have two subs about to come in for QC, William Bing and Jonas Tibayan.
Si Ryan Costello is actually one of those guys that benefited having Robbie Manalang to play with him.
Yes.
Diba? So that's a different story altogether. And right now, kung magpo-point siya, mas focus siya sa pag-facilitate ng offense instead of scoring.
Ayaay escapes.
Wow.
Nice move by MJ.
Really very simple baseline out of bounds there. With Ayaay finishing going last.
The lead is 14. Are, good drive, no basket. Nueva Ecija on the run. Cosejo, that's Ryan Costello. Now he waited for Kenneth Mocon. Good tap by Are. Recovery for MJ Ayaay. Back up. Kenneth Mocon driving left. There's the roller. Ooh, that's a walk. Very unfortunate for Nat Cosejo.
That's a travel, but at least the energy of the Rice Vanguards is so much different compared to the first three quarters.
This play of the game is brought to you by Buenas. MJ Ayaay. It's a nice move. It's a hang time as well, using one hand for that bucket. He mentioned the energy changing for the Rice Vanguards. Quite characteristic for them, comparing it to the last 2 years. They've been pulling off comebacks here and there in this venue, especially with the help of their home crowd. Turnover forced.
So I do understand third quarter has always been a really strong quarter.
Yes.
Na mention mo, no? For the Rice Vanguards.
It was actually quite the mystery because it became a pattern. That Nueva Ecija, minsan nga umabot pa sa 20-point deficit. They would go down by as many as that. And then the comeback was almost always assured.
In the third.
In the third. Maybe even earlier. But usually in the third. Cosejo swings it to Ayaay. Three-pointer. Oh, a poor closeout. 3 free throws for MJ Ayaay.
Feeling ko medyo nalito rin si Edsel doon kung anong gagawin na Ayaay. Hindi niya alam kung titira o dadrive eh. So he tried to close out, inabot niya.
Well, Ayaay does seem like he's very crafty with his footwork. As Ballesteros now checks in for Edsel Mag-isa.
Tsaka medyo malayo yung area na yun for Edsel Mag-isa to be closing out. He normally would be defending closer to the shaded area than it is on the perimeter.
Although Jason Ballesteros did tell me that the style of defense required for Quezon City's big men in the season means they have to go more at the outside.
The stretch outside.
So sabi niya, mas nakakapagod pero ganun talaga. It's part of the transition.
But that was very similar to how Jason played when he was in Pasig. He was also forced to...
Not as much daw.
Okay.
Not as much. So mas lumalabas daw siya ngayon.
Oh, yeah.
good effort by Tibayan as Ballesteros went flying.
Yeah, tsaka laking bagay rin kasi ng mga athletic guards nila doon. Sila Maestre, no? That will close out on the perimeter.
Here's MJ Ayaay on the move. There's a takedown. Ayaay went all the way for the slam. He's unhappy because there was a call before that attempt. So it seems like, was it Desoyo called for the foul, or was it Cosejo?
We'll see how that action went. But one thing's for sure, si Ayay immediately went to Bajío after missing that lead pass.
Okay, now this gives me the time to greet our very own supervising producer from Signal TV, Direk AB Solis. A happy birthday, Direk AB. I hope that you are enjoying your night. We would like to thank you for your service and your dedication for our sports fans out there. Okay, we are letting our referees decide at the sideline. Referee Severino Pingol, Carol Guay. Big shout out to Carol, by the way, our only woman referee. MLJ, Carole, and Elizalde Macril. To our referees, if I misread your name, then I'm gonna need you guys to work with me better next time. Because it's pretty hard to read, but big shout out to you guys. All right, it is 42-29, under 5.5 minutes remaining in the third. So we are in Palayan City today. On Monday, we shall proceed to Biñan, Laguna.
Yeah.
Have you ever covered inside the Alonte Sports Arena?
Not yet, but I've watched games there, but I haven't covered yet. That's my first time also there.
Last time that the Mpbl was there, that was back in Season 3. Matagal-tagal na yun. We've dearly missed it. Maganda yung distance na yun actually from Metro Manila, where most of us are from. Bring a jacket though.
It's cold.
That's my advice for you.
Right?
It's gonna be a nice match, as Biñan will make its debut
Upon
in the
review,
6th season.
unsportsmanlike foul on number 14, Alex Desoyo.
So it's an
That's his
unspo
first
on
foul.
Alex Desoyo. Cosejo will get 2 free throws and ball possession for Nueva Ecija. You know, that might actually swing things in terms of momentum in this quarter.
That's right. And lalo na if he does good here on the free throw. Because like what we mentioned earlier, this is a very good energy quarter para dito sa Rice Vanguards. And, you know, hopefully that starts conversions for them.
We're still clearing things up. Okay, let's watch the replay. Cosejo trying to clear the path. And then there was a takedown.
Yeah.
Actually, hindi nga na-takedown ni Alex Inat.
But he was trying to pull him down.
Oo, siya pa yung natumba. You did say that Nat Cosejo is the type to have a lot of strength. So there it is being exhibited. The former Manila star converting on his first free throw. The lead is 12. This is very manageable for Coach Don Dulay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's seen even other games like this, and so he knows how to react. And he's got, you know, enough talent inside, lalo na with the other guys, Rob Celis and Will Macalone, hopefully coming in and providing more production.
Here's Eman Calo.
There
A
you
good
go.
look. Sorry, miss. Rebound, JB Bajío. Ayaay, kick out. Costello, same look, same result. 2 sorry misses for Eman Calo.
Well, they had that open look, really a matter of conversion again. Mostly the story for the Rice Vanguards.
Jonas Tibayan against Nat Cosejo. Here's Yambing from way out. Too strong. Rebound, Costello. Ryan up ahead. MJ Ayaay. There's a charge. Illegal screen by Nat Cosejo.
He's trying to do a rebound screen to clear the area for the drive by Ayay, but he got caught.
Yeah, sometimes makakatakas ka. No, ganyang klaseng galawan. Not in this case. Oh, you did see that fight from William Bing, who almost got there with his length. Last year, Yambing was really able to develop his discipline under Coach Randy Alcantara and the rest of San Juan. Here's Jos Animes onto Alex Desoyo. Jonas Tibayan, baseline drive, good hands by Bajío. He's on the ground alongside Ballesteros. Jump ball in favor of Nueva Ecija.
Ganda ng pagkaka-double right there, right off the inbounds from the backcourt, but got past that first line of defense. Again, it's Bahio who's pushing the pace here and the energy para sa Rice Vanguards.
42-31. Tibayan sits down. Abdul Sawat returns. This is actually a big lineup for Quezon City. Only one natural guard in Alex De Soyo. Vince Magbuhos now in the game as well. Good to see him in the Mpbl. Bahio, short stab, no good. Battle for the rebound. It ends up with Alex De Soyo. De Soyo serving, kick out. Yumbing attacks. Yumbing will score. First 2 points for Will. We haven't seen Macaloni nor Celis in this quarter as of yet. Vince Magbuhos, who certainly has that range, too strong. The struggle continues. Field goal shooting is less than 20% for Nueva Ecija. On the other hand, William Bing misfires. Quezon City is at 30%.
At saka 3-point shooting is 1 out of 20 for the Rice Vanguards.
Wow, 5% of that.
Right.
44-31. He run to the side of QC. That's a foul by Ryan Costello.
You're taking a lot away from Ryan Costello than having him play the point guard. No? He can actually be the one running the lanes on open transition, but he's actually the one finding open guys.
William Bing will be inbounding. Robbie Celis is still at the bench, but Will Macaloni is back. William Bing fires again. In and out. Rebound Macaloni. Will against Ballesteros. He shoves away his defender. Basket and one.
Good timing ni Will Macaloni. Medyo nag-hesitate ng konti. Pinakita yung kanan pero tinapos sa left side ng floor. Right through contact.
Well, that's actually signature Will Macaloni. Good to see him get himself going here. 44-33. Macaloni at the stripe. JP Kawilan has returned. Same goes for Kenneth Bocon. JJ Josalem is also in the game.
And just like that, Will Macaloni now is the leading scorer of Nueva Ecija with 9 points.
They have outscored QC 14-10 in this frame so far. Abdul Sawat saw an opening. Sawat goes all the way, and that's a blocking foul by Will Macaloni.
Well, how about that leap by Sawat?
Sawat is still shaken up here. He's a tough guy, but obviously that kind of contact will hurt you.
Yeah. Tsaka taas rin ng elevation eh.
I want to see where Will Macaloni was actually positioned as he drew the charge. There you go. He tried to demo what he did. But clear it up for us, Coach Mike. Where should you place yourself in terms of that arc? Inside or outside?
You should be outside that smile. You have to stay outside of that smile so you get that charge. Coaches call that the smile eh. Yung arc na yan sa ilalim.
Okay, and there you see him. He's way out.
Yeah, he was
of that
way out.
Smile.
Pero he was moving towards the path of Sawat. So that's where that foul comes from.
I hope everybody knows the discipline that it takes for you to stay still. Kasi nakakatakot ka naman talaga when you're anticipating the contact.
Lalo na yung nagsuswing ka doon kung saan papunta yung offensive player.
Right.
Nakakatakot eh, diba?
First free throw converted by Abdul Sawat. He's about to reach double figures. 60% from the line. Make it 50. Rebound Macaloni. They're down by 11. 3 minutes and change. Up top, Macaloni against Ballesteros. They go to Ryan Costello. Pass to the right, Magbuhos fakes. Back to Ryan, inside. Macaloni double teamed. That's a steal. Sawat on the run. Abdul Sawat down the middle all the way for 2.
Yun yung nagiging difference ngayon. Before, it's the same play. Will Macaloni would try post up that side.
The struggle continues from the three-point land. Nueva Ecija is now 1 out of 22 from downtown.
Yeah. Don't have enough makers from that stat line.
Desoyo leads in. No foul, no basket. One guy ahead. Ryan Costello, by the way, hasn't scored.
I don't think he even attempted. Nag-attempt na ba siya?
Wala pa.
Wala pa eh, no?
Here it is. First attempt. No good. (47-34). We are in the third quarter, by the way.
Right.
Abdul Sawat against Eman Calo. Screen by Ballesteros. Abdul will fire. Short. Rebound Josalim. Nice feed. Sawat will recover.
A very little defense right there, that last basket by Sawat. Everybody was just outside. And, you know, very little resistance too.
And now QC is 1 point away from matching its biggest lead of 16. Abdul Sawat working very well in this quarter. He's up to 13 markers in only 12 minutes of play. The score is 49-34. This lucky fan of the game is brought to you by Buenas. There's the basket and one play for Will Macaloni, finally making the crowd a bit happy in this game. It's been a struggle, relatively speaking, because normally these Nueva Ecijanos would be fired up by this point. Their team is shooting only at a 19% clip from the field and 4% from three-point land. If you think about it, the percentages for QC aren't really that high. 36% from the field and 18% from downtown. It's just that it's a lot worse for Nueva Ecija.
Right. And a good thing is at least they're getting 72% from the free throws. Speaking of Nueva Ecija, other than that, you know, it's all been a struggle from the field.
Rice Vanguards down by 15. Up top, Magbuhos for 3. Still no good. Offensive rebound for Will Macaloni. Kenneth Mocon, pass inside, turnover.
Too tight a pass right there. Almost every white shirt was converging on that roll.
And that is turnover number 13 for the Rice Vanguards. Desoyo leads in. That bounces out. Robbie Celis getting ready to check back in this game. Eman Calo, finally. That's the first make of Eman Calo in 7 tries.
And I feel that's the smoothest offensive set we've had so far for the Rice Vanguards that really came out of man movement.
And Coach Don Dulay was unhappy with that previous foul because Nueva Ecija is now in the penalty. So 2 free throws will be given to Alex Desoyo.
And more importantly, you know, they were trying to catch momentum after that made 3 by Eman Calo. And now it's another stop.
His three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. That's Eman Calo's first make in 5 tries from downtown. Can't help but wonder, he is still feeling his legs from the PSL. They did play with 10 players in that final series versus Quezon. The rest were training already for the Mpbl, which is another challenge, getting them to develop chemistry with those 10 in the finals. 49-37. Will Macaloni. On to Kenneth Mocon. There's the pass to Celis. Mpbl to the corner. This is a big one. Culliar drains the three-pointer.
Now, if you're Coach Don Dula, you like these last two sets that you're doing. You know, a little more intentional in their movements.
That's the second three in this game for Lucas Culliar. He's up to 8 points.
You move that ball, you move the men, things go well for you.
Great defense by Lucas. The Soya passes outside. This is some good momentum for Nueva Ecija.
Right?
Mike Are checks in. 29 seconds remaining. This is good ball distribution by the Rice Vanguards.
Which is basically the right thing to do. Every time you're open, you look for a shot. If not, then you pass it off. You see a closeout. Exactly how that offense finished with JC Culliar hitting that corner three.
49-40. Robbie Celis. He drives. He spins. Celis escapes. That could have brought the house down.
And you know, you bring in Rob Celis inside, creates a lot of opportunity. I mean, he sees the floor differently in situations like this.
And I'm sure he's adjusted to that giggle that he had in the first two quarters. First free throw converted by Robbie Celis. So that's 100, or make that 1,003 points now in his Mpbl career. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. 2 out of 2. Yambing and Tibayan will check back in for QC. This is only a 7-point game.
Right. Very doable here, especially if you got the entire fourth quarter coming up.
Scoring in this frame is 22-15 so far. No more shot clock. Full court inbound. Jonas Tibayan. William Bing, Michael Are against Kenneth Mocon. 12 seconds. There's the pressure. Abdul Sawat against Mpbl. 7 seconds. Sawat facing up. He bumps his way through. No foul. 2 seconds. Sawat is blocked. And that's going to do it for our third frame. Some good momentum built by Nueva Ecija before we end this quarter.
Yeah, so much of that momentum is built on that guy right there. Rob Celis making things open up offensively para dito sa Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, even coming up with that block at the end of the quarter.
This end of the third quarter score is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the Mpbl, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. Happy ending na hashtag GameX Sports. 49-42. Presenting our Suzuki muscular and sporty fans of the game. Just like the Avenus, do more and achieve more with the muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki. The Avenus, oras na para magmotor. So let's see if the Nueva Ecijanos have been well ignited already with that mini run in the third frame. Now we begin the fourth quarter. Thank you for joining us. This is Mix Comments alongside Coach Mike Perez and Gianna Llanes. Last 10 minutes.
That third quarter was actually the biggest quarter production for Nueva Ecija after 11, 9, and 22 in the third. You know, so much more production. Strong start here at the fourth.
Off of the steal, Kenneth Mocon for 3. Short. Offensive rebound. Everybody's well lit and alive here inside the Nueva Ecija Coliseum.
Tsaka may diin eh. Ramdam mo na yung diin eh, no?
Oh, nice pass. Robbie Celis will finish.
And this place is alive.
Welcome to Nueva Ecija, Coach Mike. Jonas Tibayan. Here's Abdul Sawat against Lucas Culliar. Great defense. And that's a steal. 2-on-2. Emancalo, Lucas Cullar. That's a bucket. Time and time again, whenever we are inside the Nueva Ecija Coliseum, we've seen comebacks. It's just the magic of this place.
Well, it didn't take too long for them to come back real quick here at the start of the fourth quarter. 4 quick ones against nothing still for QC in this quarter.
Once again, it's Lucas Cullar setting the tone for his squad. He's in double figures.
Congratulations nga kay Robbie Celis who reached 1,000 points in the Mpbl tonight. Pero sabi niya, nitong second half daw, hindi yun yung nasa isip niya. Gusto lang niya bumawi from his 2 missed layups in the first half. Mahalaga daw sa kanya na magandang performance niya ngayon because his eldest son is watching from home and will be playing his own game for the NU Bullpups tomorrow. Another motivator daw para dito kay Robbie is how much his team wants to bounce back from their first runner-up finish in the PSL. In his words, it was a tough experience, lalo na dahil 8-man lineup na lang kami sa huli. But it brought us closer together as a team, and you can really witness that in their last huddle. Everybody is just telling each other, you can't stop now. Migs and Coach Mike?
So it was actually worse for Nueva Ecija as Paeng Ares scores. We thought that they had 10 remaining. Apparently it was 8 in the finals for the Rice Vanguards. But back to Rob Celis, the son of Robbie Celis. Good luck to you in your game tomorrow. Pero may reminder ang iyong itay. Tinanong kanina si Robbie, sino pinakamagaling sa pamilya mo? Sabi niya, ako pa rin, yung tatay pa rin talaga. Here's Paeng Are. Turnaround shot, back-to-back baskets.
Paeng Are almost single-handedly answering back on the 4 quick points of the Rice Vanguards here.
53-46. Paeng Are actually started to become a closer last year for Sarangani. And I can't help but wonder if that's going to be his role this time around for QC. This play of the game is brought to you by Buenas.
Yeah, good move right there by Paeng, trying to go right side. And as soon as he got that defense by JC slipping, spun the other way.
Back with Paeng. It's a 7-point advantage for the road squad. Are for 3. There's a foul. A poor closeout by Robbie Celis.
And JC's hurt.
And that's definitely not a good sign. Lucas Cullar, one could argue, has been the best player for Nueva Ecija in this game.
And he was the one who's keeping everything together in the downtime of this game for Nueva Ecija.
Let's see the replay. Ooh. Oh, not yet there.
Ooh, there you go.
That might warrant a review. But our referees will let it go. It did look unintentional.
Pero minsan yun talaga yung high rip na yan, we call that the high rip. It's sobrang delikado, lalo na kung dumidepensa ka. And it almost always ends up in the head.
And the good thing about Lucas is he's not fired up. He's talking to the referees properly, which is a good testament to his character. 2 free throws missed, by the way, so far by Paeng Are.
And I do agree with you on that. Talagang composure and maturity to, stay the course.
1 out of 3 for Paeng. It's an 8-point advantage. A great response by Quezon City off of that run by Nueva Ecija. JB Bahio, cross court. Lucas fakes. Cullar, mid-range, short. Inside, good battle. A lot of bodies for it. And there's a foul by Are who tried to help out.
Ibang klase rin talaga pag pumikap ng bola si Rob Celis sa mga ganong situation under the shaded area. Because the moment that he gets in control with that, ang lapit na niya, kaya na niya itira, di ba? And so if you foul him, you could end up with a bonus too.
Baseline inbound for Lucas Cullar. Lumalabas, MJ Ayaay. Up top, Emancalo against Chino Mosqueda. Switch. Calo, tough shot, short. There you go.
Yeah, that's what we were saying, you know. At saka may ano siya almost automatic, ganun kalapit, pick up and take a shot.
54-48. Good pressure at the backcourt, but Cuellar is called for a foul. Just unfortunate. That's his fourth.
How about the quickness of Paeng Ari right there? You see this offensive rebound going the way of Rob Celis.
Credit JB Bahio for the tap.
Right.
Bahio, by the way, is playing with a scratch on his face. He's looking like Wolverine out there.
May kalmot, no?
54-48, and it's a long scratch. 7 minutes and 19. Jonas Tibayan. Oh, a charge. Illegal screen.
Yeah. Para tamaan si Ryan ng ganon, Ryan Costello ng ganon. Ibig sabihin talaga nag-extend kasi he was trying to go under on that dribble handoff.
So Nueva Ecija will get possession here. 7 minutes and 13. We have a long way to go.
Oh, yeah.
Robbie Celis, screened by Ayaay. Celis against Yambing. Nice steal by Will.
Good defense.
He is pretty lengthy. Paeng Ari working with Tibayan. Paeng, kick out. Jonas Tibayan for three. Short. Rebound for Kenneth Mocon. 3-on-2 action. Ayaay. Bahio will score.
Well, contrary to how the fast break went earlier, Ayaay this time made sure, Bahio, you're getting this.
54-50.
Boy, you feel the energy in the gym right now.
Chino Mosqueda working against Kenneth Mocon. There's Jonas Tibayan up there with him. And that's off of Chino Mosqueda. Great help by JB Bahio. Now, let's see our lucky fan of the game, brought to you by Buenas. Those who are happy about this conversion by JB Bahio. There you see our beloved Nueva Ecijanos. Ryan Costello. Bahio onto Ayaay. Now it's Robbie Celis. Mocon. Here's Robbie, face up. Baseline, Robbie Celis could not score.
Well, a part of him, I'm sure, was waiting for that contact as he went with that left-hand finish.
It still is a 4-point game. Good double team.
Yeah, good double
Turnover
team.
again.
Good defense right there by Ryan Costello, forcing Paeng Are to that trap area near the half court.
And he did mention, if you're at that point in the court, it's like having another defender in the out of bounds.
Right. At saka yan mismo yung defense ang ginamit nila in one of the San Juan games. Remember in overtime where they stole that ball away from San Juan.
Ayaay will drive. MJ Ayaay scores! 9 points, and talk about a guy who's used to big crowds. Once upon a time, he was a member of Barangay Ginebra. Now he's a member of Nueva Ecija, making the Nueva Ecijanos proud. Question is, can he complete the three-point play?
And he's got that energy finish, same as Eman Calo and Billy Robles, you know, very forceful with the intent to really score and not just get into the shaded area.
Nueva Ecija trailed by as many as 16. It's 54-52 off of that miss. Paeng Are against Ryan Costello. Almost a steal. That's off of Are. Great defense once again by Nueva Ecija.
And Ryan Costello twice already has read that defensive coverage very well, making him spin and getting him to very uncomfortable situations on the floor.
Are has to be careful, and he has to get used to the physicality being given to him by the Rice Vanguards. 5.5 minutes. Two-man game up top. Ryan Costello. Nice pass. Bahio will score.
And Ryan, so far, 3 straight possessions in a row. A couple of steals, a defensive stop, and that good feed.
54 all. 5 minutes and 10. Josa Nimes drives. Nimes doesn't get the bounce. Battle inside. Out of bounds in favor of Nueva Ecija.
Well, it seems to me that third quarter comeback still pretty much alive in this place.
The Rice Vanguards haven't led since the first quarter of this matchup. That was very early in this game. And there you see the replay. Nice feed by Costello, finding JB Bajío. Now there's a charge called on JB.
Yeah, it happened right in front of us. Sure looked like, extended his body a little bit to try and delay that defense of Paengare on Ryan.
Now we have a timeout to calm everybody down. 54 all, under 5 minutes to go. We are back inside the Nueva Ecija Coliseum in Palayan City. Thank you for joining us. This is Mix Gomez at your service, alongside Coach Mike Perez and Gianna Lianes. And there you see the passionate crowd of Nueva Ecija. Today, they do not have Andre Durendes representing their squad alongside some other players. There's Commissioner Kenneth Durendes at the sideline with Rudy Distrito and Emer Oreta. And just to give you a roll call once more, Jay Collado, Michael Wico, Byron Villarias, Billy Ray Robles, Chris Piton. Those are some of the names who are unavailable today for Coach Don Dulay. But they're able to pull off a comeback, down by as many as 16. They have a deadlock. Scoring in this quarter is 12-5.
Yeah, definitely Nueva Ecija picking up that load. Started off with a really strong end in the third quarter and letting that flow in here at the fourth.
4 minutes and 45. William Bing, Abdul Sawat, Paengare trying to be the hero for QC. Are stops, turnaround, tough shot, no conversion. There's the putback, and Sawat will go to the line.
Well, Conejo knew that he was, Acosejo knew that he was late right there on that defensive rebound. And luckily for QC, that ball ended up with Sawat on the rebound.
There's the first-year head coach Edgar Macaraya working alongside Coach Bong Ramos. First free throw missed by Abdul Sawat. His numbers from the line are 3 out of 7. Two misses. Offensive rebound. Ballesteros, who now goes crashing onto the crowd. 10 on the shot clock. Josa Nimes. Paengare, switch, Ayaay, down low with him. Three-pointer, that's short. Offensive rebound again, but no full control for Jason Ballesteros. Here's Ryan Costello. Kick out, Kenneth Mocon for the lead. Short, rebound Nimes.
Well, everybody was waiting for that shot to go in.
Are staying aggressive, that's a charge. The referee actually was already anticipating that move by Paengare.
And so far, Ryan Costello getting the better of Paengare in this crucial fourth quarter run. While he started really good the fourth, pero right now medyo mind games na ng konti with Ryan, you know. And so to your point, Migs, you have to stay composed. Huwag kang magpapa-apekto sa mga ganyang physicality.
And Ryan is the veteran player between those two. Now we have a challenge.
In the naked eye, it sure looked like that shoulder got tipped on the body of Ryan.
Why don't you break down when it is legal to use your shoulder or your arm to create contact, and when would it be illegal?
Well, so long as you don't put it down, you're good. And when I tell this to my players, I practically tell them, think of two Pringle cans, bumping into each other.
Okay.
That's okay. But so long as you lean that other Pringle can to, fold the other Pringle can,
there you go.
That's a foul.
Okay. That's a nice analogy.
Yeah.
So there's Coach Edgar Macaraya with the first challenge in this game. Coach Don Dulay is using up this time as well to talk to his players. Quezon City, by the way, is still undefeated so far in our 6th season. But the two teams that they beat, compared to the history of Nueva Ecija, of course, you would think that this would be the toughest test so far for QC. Just so everybody knows, the teams were Muntinlupa and Imus that QC defeated.
And right now, if you're QC, I guess in the fourth quarter, a key concern here is that it's only been Paeng-Ari who scored in the quarter. And all those 5 points really come from him.
And that was actually a quick stretch.
Right. 2 straight possessions he scores, and that's it.
On the other end, the youngsters have come alive for Coach Don Dulay. We've seen limited minutes for Will Macaloni and Robbie Celis. A bit of load management happening here, which is expected. As Gianna mentioned, 8 players finished the PSL for them. The challenge would be unsuccessful for Coach Edgar, which means nag-tilt.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful.
Pero ang difference offensively, while we talked about Paeng-Ari scoring those 5 points for QC, yung execution, hindi naman one-on-one yung mga puntos ng Nueva Ecija kanina. It was ball and man movement and a lot of effort.
This was the charge.
Yeah, he put that shoulder right through the chest.
That actually hurts.
At saka si Ryan wasn't moving towards him. He was moving away from him.
Costello is okay. He's getting ready to bring down that ball. Fourth quarter field goal shooting. Those 2 makes, as Coach Mike said, came from Paeng-Ari. On the other end, 6 field goals, which already felt like a lot for Nueva Ecija.
Right.
54 all. Costello in trouble. Up top, Ayaay. Almost a steal. That's a foul on MJ.
Yeah,
good defense by Yambing.
Again, the length of Yambing causing problems for, the primary initiator of Nueva Ecija. Earlier it was Rob Celis, right? Right on that right corner.
Now Will was hit, obviously. That's why he's on the ground. Referees will be reviewing it again. Could it be another unspo? Mukhang hindi naman, just a charge. Yambing is still pretty shaken up.
So Yai was actually trying to pick up that ball, trying to secure it.
3 minutes and 49. Might I say, I love the hair of William Bing.
Makes you look a little bit taller.
All right. He is already tall. Nadagdagan pa ng 3-4 inches.
Right.
Here's Paeng-Ari working with Abdul Sawat against JB Bahio. Lumalabas, Jos Animes. That's a good look. 3-pointer. Short. Rebound, MJ Ayaay. Nueva Ecija on the run. MJ serving. There's the feed. Bahio is fouled.
Boy, I love the connection here between Ayaay and Bahio. 3 times already they've connected. The first one wasn't really so good because that pass could have gone to Bahio. Pero itong dalawang sunod, no? Ganda ng takuhan ng dalawa.
And JB Bahio just knows how to win.
Yeah.
What a fantastic role player. Servon Cuevas obviously is happy about having him here.
And contrasting to how Paeng-Ari has reacted, this guy's almost unflappable. Walang reaction. Kita mo may kalbot na nga sa mukha, di ba?
(56-54) under 3.5 minutes remaining. The scoring in this quarter is 14-5 in favor of Nueva Ecija. This is their first lead since the opening frame. Paeng-Ari against Will Macaloni off of the switch. He swings to the left. 4 on the shot clock. Abdul Sawat misses. Rebound, and that's a foul by Costello. 2 free throws for William Bing.
Yeah, and he knew it. Alam niya na inabot eh. Pero still, you gotta credit Ryan Costello for trying to go and gamble for that possession.
By the way, William Bing now has 11 rebounds to his name. Chino Mosqueda will now check in for Josan Nimes.
Yeah, this is one guy that they really missed so far. Itong si Chino Mosqueda, lalo na on the leadership perspective.
William Bing, first free throw is no good. Free throw shooting is now at 6 out of 20. That's way too low for QC.
And on the other side, 17 ang naipupuntos na itong Nueva Ecija out of 23 attempts from the free throw line.
Second attempt, no good for Will. 6 out of 21.
The struggle is real from the line.
Nueva Ecija now in control. Ryan Costello, alley-oop. Mocon taps it out, and here's the run to the other end. JB Bahio, great effort. Ada recovers, and he scores.
Yeah, well, Pang scored that, but it didn't come easy. I mean, Bahio was right there trying to stop him.
And Ada continues to score all of the points of QC in this frame. Macaloni inside.
Left side of the floor, that close definitely. Will Macaloni, that's his comfort area.
58-56. Payangare. On to Abdul Sawat. Pinapalabas si Chino Mosqueda. 9 on the shot clock. That's tapped away in favor of QC.
Yeah, they want to get Chino Mosqueda be involved in two-man action.
Nice pass. Payangare finds William Bing for the throwdown. Oh, that's a tough move. Costello is fouled on the other end. These last 2 minutes are brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the Mpbl, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. Happy ending na. #GameX Sports.
Boy, we didn't expect this game going to be this close considering how this game started. But really a huge wake up at the end of the third quarter, which really flowed into the fourth for Nueva Ecija.
Costello is actually looking for his first points. There you go. The first marker for Ryan Costello as a Nueva Ecija Rice vanguard. You can only imagine that he will continue to adjust in the season with more scorers coming into the lineup.
Right.
Second free throw is good for Ryan.
And the thing is, you talked about JC Colliar, putting that stamp on competition and making the bar very high. And Ryan Costello right now responding, replacing JC Colliar on the floor.
Ooh, that's a foul by Ryan. Free throws on the other end.
Medyo na-tempt na konti si Ryan right there. Second time we've seen him try and get his hand in the cookie jar. And twice he got caught.
Ryan Costello, I'm sure, is adjusting to all the pressure being inserted by Nueva Ecija. He did have a lot of practices with JC Colliar in order to help his transition. But it's different when you're in the game. Josan Nimes now challenged at the strike. First one is good. Let's see the numbers of Mr. Nimes. These are his first set of free throws. 2 out of 2.
And QC actually 2 out of 6 in their last 3 trips from the line.
60 all. Mosqueda checks back in. 1:50. Costello up top. Macaloni will attack. Will Macaloni is blocked. And there's that defense by Jason Ballesteros in signature fashion.
Yeah, yung ginawa lang niya, tinaas lang yung kamay, At the end of the day, it's the goal is 10 feet and you want to keep yourself really high defending.
Off of the baseline inbound. MJ Ayaay. His three-pointer is good. 12 points for MJ Ayaay. And now Quezon City will call for time.
Wow, how about?
Oh no, actually it's just a substitution. No timeout. So it's a situational sub for QC as you take a look at this big-time three-pointer by MJ Ayaay.
They were even daring him to take that shot from there. And, you know, responded.
Full court pressure. Nimes being chased by his former teammate. Josan Nimes will score.
And Josan got the lead on that foot race against Ryan.
63-62. Approaching 90 seconds to go. Another steal by Yambing.
Wow.
That's stopped away by Ayaay.
Minsan, gifted ka lang talaga na mahabang reach, eh, no? It brings a lot to your game.
Now Cuellar will check back in for Ryan Costello. The pressure is on, especially for the ball handlers of QC.
Yeah.
Paeng Are will be defended by Kenneth Bocon. Look at how low Kenneth is.
This is a chance for them to get the driver's seat back from QC.
Under 80 seconds to go. Sawat, the bounce to Jason Ballesteros. They go to Nimes. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Josan Nimes with a nice move. And there's a foul as well, so Nimes will go back to the line.
And Josan Nimes, all his 6 points right here in the crucial part of the game, really changing the complexion of this game in favor of QC.
8 points, 4 rebounds for Josan Nimes. That's his first miss from the line. QC up by 1.
And JC comes back here to take control of the match.
1 minute to go. Cuellar working with Macaloni. There's the bounce. Macaloni is fouled. That's free throws for Will.
Well, how about that switch on the screen? Twisted that screen. Originally looking at the left side, but eventually went the sideline side of the screen. Caught the defense guessing.
First free throw for Macaloni is no good. It's been a challenging evening for him. So he's now below his usual percentage at the stripe. Another chance. Possibly for redemption. 6 out of 9. 64 all. Sir Bong Cuevas watching intently at the sideline.
Would be interesting if Coach Don Dula is gonna put back Rob Celis in the game just for the final minute.
William Bing pressured by Ayaay. Almost a turnover. Yambing will drive. No basket. Oh, it's a goaltend. Defensive interference by JB Bahio. And Coach Don Dulay wants a challenge.
Well, I feel this he will challenge because this is gonna be huge.
There you see Coach Don Dulay. He actually looks calm.
Yeah.
After all, he's used to these types of situations. A champion himself in Season 3, a finalist in Season 2. Last year, he was the head coach of Makati. There you go. It is going to be a goaltending violation. It seems like the challenge did not actually push through.
Yeah, they just reviewed it.
So was it just a reviewable, plain and simple for referees?
I think that's how they treated that.
Okay.
Yeah.
66-64. 44 seconds. Nueva Ecija down by 2 on their first home court defense this season. JC Cuellar, Kenneth Mocon, back to Lucas up top. He drives. Lucas fakes. Ayay fakes. He drives. MJ, no foul. Ball out of bounds in favor of Nueva Ecija.
Well, you have to love the defense of Jason Ballesteros right there. Really drop coverage and staying very vertical and using his length to make it difficult for that finish.
Oh, he's feeling his right knee a bit. Jason Ballesteros will have to shake it off. After all, he's 38 years old. Good for him to make his presence felt on that contest against MJ Ayay.
At saka to your kwento kanina, talagang long closeouts kailangan gawin niya, no? And you know, that eventually is gonna take a toll on his knee.
So there's a review happening here. After all, we are under the last 2 minutes. Or we are in the last 2 minutes. This is only reviews already for our referees. What a performance by William Bing, especially on the defensive end. 11 rebounds. Of course, we can't forget about his steals. That's a total of 2 steals for him, making Coach Randy Alcantara proud, among others.
Well, aside from the steals, yung mga deflections, I think he's got 2 more deflections, which didn't end up with steals, pero, you know, it stopped that direct pass.
This would be big. If you're Nueva Ecija, and if Quezon City gets possession here, oh no, okay, let's not think about that hypothetical anymore, as the Rice Vanguards will get possession. Baseline inbound for Lucas Cullar. He works with Kenneth Mocon, MJ Ayay, Will Macaloni, and JB Bahio. Ayay showing up. MJ will score off the glass and in.
A baseline out of bounds is actually one of the most difficult defense that you have to put up against, especially in situations like this.
Ballesteros gave a bit of space, and that was exploited by MJ Ayay. Coming in with his experience, delivering in the clutch. We are tied 66 all. This is deadlock number 8 in this game. 6-second differential. Abdul Sawat, 14 on the shot clock now. Josa Nimes, 2-man game with Jason Ballesteros. Switch. Ballesteros trying to seal. Nimes will drive. Josan turns around. Tough shot. That bounces out. Battle for the loose ball. Bahio gets it. 7 seconds remaining. Lucas Cullar. 4 seconds. Lucas fakes. Cullar will fire. That's short. And we are going to overtime. If you have enjoyed the Mpbl action this week, well, we are not yet done.
Boy, they did have their chances, right? Bahio was right there with about 8 seconds remaining on the backcourt. Tried to push it up front. JC got it. Looked at the clock. Wanted to see what he had in the corner. Didn't have it. Faked off a shot. Read that closeout. And that pull-up was really a good shot. That was the available shot right there.
All right. So, 40 minutes are not enough. We need 5 more. 66 all is the tally at the end of regulation. This end of regulation score is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the Mpbl, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. Happy ending na #GameX Sports. We are back inside the Nueva Ecija Coliseum in Palayan City for overtime between the Rice Vanguards and Quezon City. It is 66 all. Macaloni staying aggressive. Oh, he hurt his ankle. That basket counted. Let's see if he will be able to shoot the gimme.
They immediately went to that little screen roll action with Will dropping down to the shaded area, ending up with that floater. Good thing he's up.
68-66, Will Macaloni with a timely basket. He's up to 12 points with 9 rebounds. No management, no more for him.
Oh, yeah.
As we are in overtime. Here's the bonus free throw. That's good. Nothing but net. Macaloni trying to shake off that ankle injury.
And the way it looks, it seems that Coach Don Dula is going to stay without Rob Celis until the end of this game.
JB Bahio has been playing well.
Yeah.
NJ Ayaay, Kenneth Mocon, and Lucas Cullar joined him. On the other end, Josa Nimes is with Abdul Sawat, Jason Ballesteros, Paeng Are, and William Bing. That's a traveling violation against Sawat.
Yeah, definitely a travel right there. Pivot foot got lifted.
69-66, Coach Edgar Macaraya being challenged on his first coaching year, his third game, working alongside Coach Bong Ramos. Jonas Tibayan now checks in, play defense against JB Bahio. Lucas Cullar, up top, Pambawe, no good, but that's 3 free throws for Lucas.
And Paeng Are got in there as JC was taking that attempt.
This guy has been wanting some redemption off of that miss, as his supposed buzzer beater was short at the end of regulation. Cullar just made his first free throw.
This place would have gone nuts if that shot went in for JC.
Second one is no good. One more try. The Filipino-Italian. That's good. 2 out of 3. Chino Mosqueda will return. By the way, this five-point advantage is already the biggest lead for Nueva Ecija.
Right.
They trailed by as many as 16. Josa Nimes back for offensive purposes. Jonas Tibayan. Where can QC go? William Bing. That's a tough three-pointer. No good. Air ball and out of bounds.
Oh, that wasn't really the best shot that's available. I mean, he got that entire lane free to claim, but instead he rose and took that shot. Walang rebounder. Siya na mabigat dun.
Back with Nueva Ecija. Slowly but surely, they're able to take control as Lucas Cullar misses, and that's a foul against him. So it's free throws on the other end.
Well, twice we've seen that twisted screen by Will Macaloni. It has really worked for them. Hindi lang naitapos ni JC yung drive na yun.
Cullar now fouls out, and Ryan Costello will replace him.
Well, I think they're gonna ride with Ryan the rest of the way here. Well, why not? He's the one who brought them back here.
Right. No Chris Biton in this game. That's the other point guard for Nueva Ecija. William Bing misfires. Free throw shooting has been very unfortunate. Now 8 out of 25 for Quezon City.
And in their last 4 trips, the only one who made the free throws, Jason Nimes.
Yang Bing personally is at 0 out of 3. 0 out of 4. He tried to go off the glass to no avail. Great effort though. They get one more chance.
Well, I'm sure if you're Nueva Ecija, you know who to send to the free throw in case you need it.
71-66. 4 minutes to go in overtime. Josa Nimes. Chino Mosqueda tried to spin baseline to no avail. There's the counter. He scores.
They've been waiting for that moment to try and post up against Ryan Costello down on the low block. And Chino's just too big and too strong in that area.
You know, I can't help but wonder if Itchy Altamirano was still here, how big of a role will he have offensively?
That's right.
Jos Animes. Oh, a miscue. Emancalo will now replace Ryan Costello, so he is the new point guard, if not Kenneth Mocon for Nueva Ecija.
Yeah, that zoom cut never happened. That rise of the guy in the corner never came up. Turnover.
JB Bahio, Emancalo. JB screens. Will Macaloni. No handoff. 10 on the shot clock. Kenneth Mocon onto Bahio. 7 seconds. JB drives. Nice feed. Macaloni will score. Will Macaloni is up to 15 points in this game.
How about JB Bahio right there? Presence of mind to find the will deep right there in the dunker spot.
That's the third assist of Bahio. Here he is on the touchdown.
Well, I'm sure JB wants to take back that offensive interference earlier. That would have sealed the win for them in regulation.
Great hands. It wasn't the strongest of swipes, but it was well enough to get the ball. Bahio with 2 more points to his name. He's now in double figures. 9 rebounds and 3 dimes as well. More importantly, it's a 7-point advantage for Nueva Ecija. Head of Security Rudy Distrito is at the sideline alongside Commissioner Kenneth Durendes and Head of Basketball Operations Emer Oreta. Jonathan Uiloan, by the way, is also a part of that list of players who are not available to play today for Nueva Ecija. A longtime veteran for them. We are excited to have them back, but we have to give them a few days off after all. Kakatapos nga lang naman ng PSL kung saan naglaro sila in the finals with only 8 players as mentioned by Gianna Llanes.
And Edsel Mag-isa now taking the spot of Jason Ballesteros. We'll see that how impacts QC.
Sawat and Are are also back in the game. They do need more offensive firepower. 10 on the shot clock. Abdul turns around. Sawat will score a badly needed basket by QC.
And that's, I guess, the closest execution that they've done so far, speaking of QC, after that 4th quarter run by Nueva Ecija.
On the other end, Macaloni was on the floor. There's the kick out to Ayaay. 11 on the shot clock. MJ against Jos Animes. Ayaay will pull up. And he doesn't get the bounce. Rebound. No putback for Macaloni. That's tapped away. Jump ball in favor of QC. The QC team is asking for a review. They do have the possession here.
Right.
Jos Animes will inbound to Paeng Are. Last 2 minutes.
Yeah, gotta score real quick here if you're QC.
These last 2 minutes are brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the Mpbl, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. Happy ending na. Hashtag GameX Sports. Mosqueda misfires. Rebound Ayaay. Now Bahio will bring the ball down. There's the pressure from Paeng Are. Nueva Ecija is up by 5. Kenneth Mocon against Abdul Sawat. Shot clock reading 10. 2-man game up top. They go to the left. Ayaay for 3. Yes, sir! That's 17 points for MJ Ayaay. Paeng Are scores on the other end. But they need to make a stop.
Yeah, and Paeng Are took advantage of them celebrating and quickly run back the other way.
Here's Kenneth Mocon. Screen by Bahio. Up top to Macaloni. Once again to MJ. Ayaay, that's a steal by Paeng Are. Foot race, Are all the way for 2. We're still in this. 78-74, 1 minute to go. We have a timeout. Paeng Are, by the way, has been a big spark plug for Quezon City. So in this game, he actually has scored almost all from regulation, from the fourth quarter
yeah.
to overtime.
Right.
He's up to 18 points now with 5 rebounds and 4 dimes.
With the exception of those Josan Nimes minutes earlier in conversions, about this beautiful steal.
Everybody has to be wary. A 4-point advantage with this amount of time.
Yeah.
It's not safe. Here's Paeng Are, a wonderful job by the youngster. 18-5, 4 and 3. He started building his confidence last year playing for Coach John Calios alongside his brother. They have started achieving in the Mpbl. Now they're together in QC, but Paeng is the one being tasked to play point guard in crunch time.
Once again, you got to get a stop here if you're QC. You did well last time around. Now swing it back and do it again.
78-74. MJ Ayaay. He's been a stabilizer as well for Nueva Ecija.
Oh, he's trapped.
Smart play.
Yeah, he knew had nowhere to go. Picked up the dribble. That's why it's very important you keep your dribble alive and stay away of on those trap areas.
Sideline inbound for Eman Calo. They go to Kenneth Mocon. Screen by Will Macaloni. 12 on the shot clock, 2-man game. 45 seconds. Kenneth goes to the right. That's a steal. Mosqueda behind the back. Chino, 1-2. Tough shot. No basket. Rebound, MJ Ayaay.
Wow, that was a crucial steal and turnover, which they could have turned into fast break points.
15-second differential. Kenneth Mocon slowing things down. 10 on the shot clock. Against Josan Nimes. He wanted the ISO. Here's Mocon. Almost losing space. 3 on the shot clock. Eman Calo is fouled.
Oh, man. That situation almost had nowhere to go.
Paeng Are is done. This is very unfortunate for Quezon City. He's been their star all night long.
Down 2 possessions with 18 seconds. And Nueva Ecija, Eman Calo on the line.
It hasn't been the easiest of shooting nights for Eman Calo. He's 1 out of 9 from the field. These will be his first free throws. Alex Desoyo checks in for Paeng Are. 18 seconds to go. First one is good. Whatever happens, it's going to be a 2-possession game. No more timeouts. 4, 4, and 5 for Eman Calo. In and out and in. 80-74. QC has to play it quick. Josan Nimes. He will fire. No foul. And that's it. Nueva Ecija will get its first home victory in the 6th season of the Mpbl. And boy, it wasn't easy.
Yeah, trailed for the most part of the game until that huge comeback in the 4th quarter. Had to extend it to into overtime. Wow.
They trailed by as many as 16 points. They win by 6 points. JC Cullar had a chance to win it in regulation, but 5 minutes, that's all it took for them to create a separation. Now our best player of the game is brought to you by Buenas. Coach Mike, it's JB Bahio.
JB Bahio, without a doubt. I mean, all throughout the downtime, even at the time they did the run, he's been pretty consistent And ang maganda niyan, he's just playing his role. Walang reaction, walang whatever, hindi nagpa-apekto. And he just continues to be that force of stability in the absence of a Rob Celis in this game.
By the way, JB Bahio has 4 steals to his name. Some of them were crucial in this matchup. This final score is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the Mpbl, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. Happy ending na! Hashtag GameX Sports. 80-74, it is a happy ending for JB Bahio and company. Now let's go to Gianna.
Congratulations to our best player of the game, JBB of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. At one point during the game, you guys were actually down by 16 points. So ano yung ginawa nyo para makuha yung momentum, especially near the end of the third quarter?
Slow start kami sa first half and bumawi na kami sa second half. Aggressive din kami sa defense and sa offense namin, execute lang kami. Yun na.
I'm sure during your next game naman, gusto nyo naman strong start. Paano nyo gagawin yun for the next game?
Mag-focus lang kami sa before the game and yun lang, preparation. Yun lang po.
And I'm sure malaking bagay rin na andito kayo sa inyong home court. Pasalamatan mo naman lahat ng sumusuporta ng Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
Maraming salamat sa mga taga Nueva Ecija and salamat kay Boss Bong Cuevas, Ma'am Ryan Cuevas, Boss Ivan Cuevas at Mayor Vian Cuevas at Power Hopes Sportswear at sa Bulahan TV.
Thank you very much and congrats.
Advance happy birthday sa papa ko and sa family ko, mga kapatid ko and syempre sa girlfriend ko po.
Okay, JB, I'm sure pagod na pagod ka from the game, so I will let you spend time with your family and friends. Congratulations to our best player of the game, which was brought to us by Buenas. Back to you, Migs and Coach Mike.
Thank you, Gianna. That scratch on his face is the ultimate testament to the hard work of JB Bahio for today. So, from the north, this Monday, we travel to the south inside the Alonte Sports Arena for the first time since Season 3 of the Mpbl in Binyan, Laguna. The defending champions, Pampanga Giant Lanterns, will take on the Mindoro Tabaros. And after that, it's Negros versus the Zamboanga Master Sardines. And then, that's a nice last game. Binyan Tatakjel will have its first appearance in the 6th season of the Mpbl. They will take on the Abra Weavers. Thank you for joining us as we end this week in overtime fashion. For Gianna Llanes and Coach Mike Perez, my name is Migs Gomez. At ito po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.